Good morning, everyone. Today is day 5, where we get to play with the throat chakra. And this glorious, massive tree was calling me this morning to be a part of it. This tree is found at Wildwood Metro Park in the Big Meadow area. It's one of my favorite little spots. And it's generally, well, maybe I shouldn't tell you guys, but it's generally pretty quiet here and you can find some solitude, which is difficult in this park sometimes. But look at this guy. He's glorious. Glorious, glorious tree. So, looks like I might be, hang on one second here. All right, so our throat chakra, guys, obviously located in our throat, the back of the throat specifically. Yeah, this tree is awesome. And you know, the color associated with our throat is light blue, like the sky, go figure, and like a clear, calm seascape is light blue as well. I got to give you a peek of this tree from the bottom. Got this funny little knobby thing. I'm going to turn my camera. I'll show you this way as we walk around this awesome tree. And so so the center, or the part of the earth that's associated with the throat chakra, is Mount Sinai. And you know, we know there's been a lot of turmoil there over the years. So it's almost like a resemblance of, like, cries out to the Divine Mother for peace. And whether or not you know this, the transition time that we're in right now is really connected to the Divine Mother and the return of her through the healing of the Divine Feminine, which is a process that we're in right now. The Divine Mother has been absent from the earth for a while, and it's time to bring back herself and all those contributory energies. Awesome. So that's this lovely tree. This guy's big. See how wide he is? I love it. So, with the throat chakra, I find a good spot where the sun's not like right in my face. Chakra, it's our communication center. Clearly, right? It's the space where we find our truth. It's the center of expressing ourselves and our knowing and our wisdom and communicating what we know to others on the planet. So it's also like a source of, like, the throat chakra carries the energies of creation, right? It's like a lot of music, songs, art, speaking concisely and in that space of knowingness, you know, comes from our throat chakra. And oftentimes, you know, how many lifetimes have we all been made wrong, killed at the stake, tortured for speaking up what we know and saying our truth? It's something to think about, because it can really it's so funny. I'm like picking up on everything this morning. Notice the clearing of the throat. There's a lot of energies there for all of us, and I feel it for everybody in the group. So, yeah, how many times have we been made wrong? How many times as a child, like, kids always speak the truth. They say whatever they want to say. They're not like worried about how it's received or If it offends anyone, right, they're just like fully like being in their truth and just speaking what they need to say. So, but even as a child, what happens is our parents will tell us like, oh, don't say those things. Like, even if it's your truth, don't speak those things because they can offend other people. Now, surely there's something called tact, but also it's important to remember that we're not responsible for how people react to our truth. It took me years to learn that, like a long, long, long time. And so I love the fact that now we're in a time and space where people are speaking up, right? All of the stuff that's going on, people are speaking for what they know. They're standing in their truth. They're communicating it. Unfortunately, some are choosing to do it through violence, but is that really wrong, or is that just their experience? And you can perceive that however you wish. From my point of view, I don't make anyone's experiences wrong, because I'm sure there's several lifetimes that I've acted out in that way, right? Like, the maturity of our souls is all different, and I'm sure there's lifetimes where I've gone off the deep end with like expressing myself and feeling like I need to use anger or whatever other lower, and I say, yeah, like a lower frequency that you're using to express yourself, which again, none of it is wrong from my point of view. It's just a matter of, you can only operate from the level of consciousness you're at, right? So how can you make that wrong when we've all been there at one point or another? So you have to bear with me, guys, with the throat thing. I can pick up on what we're shifting today. So the sky, like, you can see it through the tree, the gloriously blue in the sky. It's quite lovely. And you can think about like, if you're standing on a coastline on the beach and the water's kind of calm, you can see the blueness in the water, which is often a reflection of the sky, right? And the earth speaks so much to us through the sky. Like, there are so many messages and so many almost like you can receive energetic codes from the sky. Like, stargazing is one of the most amazing things that you can do when you're in a space of transition, which many of us are right now. Like, just going out and engaging with the sky at night and watching the stars. Obviously, engaging with the sky in the morning and looking at the clouds and the sun. And recently, I have actually seen words in the sky. I've always seen like animals and, I guess what looks like angels, what we've decided angels look like. I've seen that in the sky before, but recently I've seen words, which is really cool. And so the earth really does communicate to us through the sky if we're paying attention and if we're engaging. It's all about taking the time to pause and slow down and fully be with it. So what I'd like you to do is, if you're sitting somewhere, preferably, I want you to take some deep breaths in, and I want you to prepare yourself for our transmission by, well, before I do that, I did want to mention with the throat, okay, some of the things that can show up health-wise: thyroid issues, number one, upper lung issues, any kind of, like, if you're getting consistent infections in your throat, you could have energy sitting there that needs to be shifted and moved out. So there are certain teas you can drink that assist with that. Obviously meditation on that. Filling your space with the color blue. There's certain crystals you can use. Aqua, marine, turquoise, blue apatite, which is an awesome one because it not only helps clear the throat chakra, but it helps maintain or control your appetite. If you tend to feel like you're eating too much, that's a fun one to play with. It's a fun crystal. So that being said, let's go into our meditation here. I want you to pull in a deep breath, but when you do it, I want you to visualize it coming in through your perineum or your root and in through your crown at the same time. So you're pulling this breath together in your throat. And when you release it, I want you to push it out of your heart. And then the next one, I want you to do the same thing, but release it out through your throat. And let any energies go that you are aware of right now. Like if you feel any tightness in your throat, if you feel any tightness in your chest, like your upper chest, that can be connected to the throat sometimes. Even stuff on your shoulders really can all permeate out from your throat. So go ahead and do a few of those deep breaths in and out the heart. Little bumblebee contributing, but he flew way too fast. I can't get him on camera. And out through the throat. Do your grounding that we always do. Connect with the earth. The roots come through your feet. Show you guys some of these trees while you're doing that. Feel the earth through your feet. As you go down through the layers, you can feel all of the roots from the trees around you. And you wrap your feet around that citrine. Expand your energy out at the same time. Remember, barriers down. Push all your barriers down, expanding out through all levels, all layers, all lifetimes, dimensions, morphic fields. Releasing any energies or entities that may stop you from receiving today. I'm sensing a few of those, which is interesting. So ye who are Bechamex, truth, who are you? Truth, who were you before that? 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 Truth, who you be in the future? 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 Take all your magnetic imprinting and luggage with you and leave the person whose side you have been at. They no longer require your assistance. Return to from whence you came, return to from whence you came, return to from whence you came, return to from whence you came. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, that shifted some energy. So I don't know if that was a group of you or just one of you, but we just cleared some entities for someone. Awesome. That may have been keeping you from speaking your truth, possibly. Maybe something you hired in a past lifetime. And we can talk more about that if you ever want to do like a one-on-one session. You know, that's something that shows up a lot for people. I can help people shift those things. So what we're going to do is, and now that we're in this space, we're going to ask. Well, first we're going to do a little something different. I want you to take all of the energy that you feel in your body, in your morphic field, in your aura, that is not contributing to you. And I want you to visualize it gathering into a ball in front of you that's rotating. The ball is going to be blue because we're working on the throat. So can send all those energies into that rotating ball, and it's just floating in front of you. Keep getting them out of your morphic field. There's some stuff going on in the root. Pull that out, send it. Shoulders, let that go, send that. Could be me too. So the rotating ball's in front of you. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take that ball with both hands, and on 5, you're going to throw it down to the ground and contribute it to the earth. So it's an energetic contribution that the earth can transmute for us, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So for our first transmission, for the releasing, we're going to ask for the earth to take any remaining things from our body that keep us from speaking our truth, that keep us from being in our creative energy, from allowing ourselves to express ourselves, and remove all of the fear that we carry there, right? All of the times we stop ourselves from saying what we really want to say because we've been made wrong for it before. Or like I said, we've been tortured, killed, whatever in other lifetimes. That's no longer valid. This lifetime, you can speak up. You are protected. This is why we're here now. This is the timeline we're in. It's time to speak up. So let's ask for transmission to remove all of that fear. I see chaya, muna iya kaya, usiaya, ukana I koso o, uchiayana sakia uchisu. Uchia sunia ia sai kaya I una a ka a u sikia iana una mana ki sushia ya uditaya ia mana I sukia ia sho sia sho isasa ana a sikia ia sumia ninya uniana chu chu chu. Allow that to permeate in all of your cells in your throat. Visualize it spreading from your throat down through the rest of your body in both directions in a 360-degree area, permeating your aura fully. It's safe for me to live in my truth. Say that out loud 3 times. It's safe for me to live in and speak my truth. There we go. It's safe for me to live in and speak my truth. It's safe for me to live in and speak my truth. Awesome. So in this restorative transmission, we're going to ask the earth to bring back to us all of the energies there. Let me find the words. This is a challenge for me sometimes. I can communicate the energy, but sometimes the words fail me. All of the, through all of the dimensions that we've left pieces of our truth behind by not speaking them. And know, you guys, when you do that, when you don't speak your truth, you actually create karma for yourself and you bring that with you. Okay, so how about this is the last lifetime we decide to do that, right? Like, let's just let it all out right now. Like, let's just speak it and let it be what it is. And remember that, you know, if you ask for assistance from God as to, like, how can I say this so it can be heard, that can be one of the best ways to communicate it. So yeah, with this transmission, how much can the earth contribute to restoring the aspects of ourselves that we maybe didn't bring with us or left behind, and all of the truths that we never expressed that it's now time to share with people. Una si shiana I ukaya umana isi shiaya usish shiaya kanamasi. The earth is like pull from your root, pull from the stabilization and knowing that being in your truth is safe and is required for all on the planet right now. Uchia sinea kai umana ikisia oso usishia yana kimia kosa yash una ikia si osia manaka au uchichia ya umiana isikia ya. And have fun with it. Have fun expressing your truth. Honasi shiayana kai umia si shiaya cho. Open your heart to yourself first, to mankind, to expressing what you know they need to hear from you. Anasi shiaya so manaki. Unasi shiaya anachachia so. Ukanasi shiaya namakusi. Omia kasaya sishia usu usu yaya si ushia shai sha 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 una sishi si 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 a kai 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 oh shh oh shh. Osi shana iku. Again, set with that, feel that. Me yawning is energy moving. Reminder. I hope you guys can hear the birdies contributing too. Love it. That was cool. Awesome. Well, that's a wrap for day 5, guys. Again, I'd love to share your experiences with the group if you haven't. And what can you allow yourself to express today that you've been holding back on? Whether it's writing a Facebook post, whether it's handwriting a letter, whether it's calling someone and having a conversation with them and speaking whatever it is you need to say. Even if it's someone that's actually passed, you can still do that. So what requires to be expressed today for you? And how can you give yourself the allowance and the space to do so, to contribute to that healing? All right. Much love, guys. Have an awesome, what is today? Tuesday? Still, the days are still woohoo. Yeah, so have an awesome Tuesday, and I wish you all well. I will see you tomorrow.